Let me tell y'all the story about X-Men Mythos. So, it started off Magneto getting that get back for his community because a hateful group committed a hateful crime on a young mutant girl. So, Magneto, he ain't going for that. He got him in a little area, he got all the metal parts, and he got to working. He started terrorizing them with the barbed wire, telling them a history lesson. He said, I'm going to tell you all a history lesson. And in this lesson, he talked about a young black man back in Florida, 1958. His name was Edgar Myers. He was lynched by white supremacists with barbed wire for refusing to leave his suburban home, because you know how they was doing back in the day with redlining. Black people back in the day, they get in a white suburban, the whole neighborhood look at you crazy, bro. Even still today, when you walk past a white neighborhood, do you belong in this neighborhood? You feel me? So, yeah, bro, I be careful out here. And as he was terrorizing them with barbed wire, he then went from history to science, because he pulled all the iron out their blood and shot them with it. Magneto took the law into his own hands. He not dealing with no hateful group killing mutants. He not going for that, bro. He playing judge, jury, executioner. And you already know how the government feels about mutants. They're not going to throw the full book at those three hateful human beings as they would if it was some mutants. That's why X-Men always been my favorite, because it really shadows real life and how people really be thinking in discriminatory ways. He already knew what the government was going to do, so he popped all of them. Charles X, watching this on the news, he's like, man, this man Magneto going too far. He making us look bad, bro. And then all the other mutants pull up. He's like, bro, what the world y'all doing late? Y'all supposed to be on time. Just because y'all mutants don't mean y'all can just be late, do anything y'all want to do. I told y'all be on time. Y'all be on time. I'm going to get that belt, start whipping y'all. I don't care y'all in college. I get that belt and I whoop y'all. I don't care I'm in a wheelchair. I get that belt and I whoop y'all. No cap. And then he eventually brought them into the training room. He got them ready. He had them read the film. He had them read the playbook. You know, they executing like it's a sports team in this joint, bro. Cyclops ain't become no tier technician by just playing Call of Duty all day. It'd be kind of weird him playing Call of Duty. Everything be red when this man playing. But he really got in that training room and he put that work in. He put that sweat to the metal. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. They started going crazy, you know, Cyclops, Beast, Iceman in that joint, bro, Angel in that joint, Jean Grey, all them. They just got to working, they got to going crazy, kaboom, all that type stuff, you feel me? They did a little successful training. Then Jean seen Professor X slumped out. He like, oh, what you doing, bro? But he sensed Magneto doing some crazy stuff. He's like, hey, we gotta hop on that. He doing too much. He making us look bad. They pull up and they seen the destruction he caused on the military base. He told them, y'all get the action with it. But hey, listen, I cannot overstress the importance of caution in this matter. This ain't no training room. This is a real life scenario. Y'all can actually pass away if y'all don't take the right actions. So y'all best be careful. You better execute like LeBron James out there, joint. Then we see the whole military just shooting at Magneto. He's just up in his force field. They shooting everything at him. I guess it's just instinct to shoot at something that's harmful, but he could control metal, so he can just deflect them bullets, shoot them right back at him. This man got whole tanks. He could make a tank a bullet, shoot the whole group of humans in that crowd and the whole military base. But yeah, he was just going crazy on them. X-Men eventually pull up. Magneto not even trying. He's just moving fingers and X-Men getting flown around while he's searching through files and all that, bro. He just too tough. But Charles eventually pull up. I don't know how he ain't managed to blow Charles in a floating wheelchair away. It looked like that joint made out of metal. Could be made out of plastic, because he know Magneto. He know Eric since he was younger. They started having a whole little podcast about philosophies. And this joint is really tough. And Magneto started calling Charles a true patriot. He thinking he a raccoon for the mutant community, basically. Because you keep saying, I'm making us look bad, but in reality, I'm seeking the truth that they trying to hide from us. Charles was giving all this, hey man, there's no puppet, Master Eric. No evil dictatorship at work in the corridors of power. Mutants are human beings. Mutants are Americans who cast votes along with everyone else. There's no type of discrimination toward mutants. We're here together. Stop all this madness, twin. Magneto hearing this laughing like, bro, you so uneducated, bro. I thought you was smart. You got that brain. You could search the other brains. Come on now. Are you really becoming that naive? Professor X basically believes change should happen peacefully through society and laws. He believes Magneto's attempts of actions will only make things worse and make them look worse through the public eye, and therefore making society treat mutants even more worse. Magneto, he like, bro, you got it all wrong. Mutants are enemy to the people in power. They fear what they don't understand, and history proves that the government will never accept them. He argues that mutants are already being tested on, tracked, prepared for control secretly, even if the laws haven't officially passed yet, because you know how secretive the government be moving, bro. In our real world, you see how the CIA be moving with MK Ultra. They was taking homeless people and committing those different tests on them, drugging them up without their consent. They have the many coups where they go around the world. The stuff they do around to the black community. Bro, see, low-key CIA, low-key the most destructive organization that ever exists, not gonna lie. But let me chill out before something happen to me. Okay, you already know they be assassinating people. They be behind some stuff. I already know they killed JFK too, bro. I already know. But yeah, they ain't gonna just allow them to peacefully coexist together. They gonna try something to keep them in check. This is why I love the X-Men, bro. Cause like Magneto and Professor X, they basically Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. They want the same thing, but they want to go about it in drastically different ways, bro. They want peace for all mutants, but they want to go about it in super different. But Magneto got some proof to his argument, cause he found some files to show that they've been doing some secretive stuff behind the scenes, and no wonder, bro. No wonder, like. I feel like Professor X is too nice to a fault, bro. He's too nice to a fault, but at the same time, Magneto, he too crazy with it. We need somebody who's a little bit in between. But yeah, bro, he found them files to suggest they've been doing some crazy work. They've been trying to plan some destructive things behind the scenes. And Jean Grey started talking out the neck out of nowhere, and Magneto said all he's trying to do is act in retaliation against a corrupt government. And then he flew away with it on the scene. Then Professor X like, he low-key cooked with that argument. Y'all get back on the jet. Time to go back and train some more twin. But yeah, man. X-Men Mythos, bro. Crucial comic. It really shows the early X-Men. I love those debates between Charles and Magneto. It's so beautiful because it mirrors our reality for real, man. Government real do be moving crazy. We just seen an innocent lady get killed recently by an ICE agent, and that ICE agent probably ain't gonna do no jail time, ain't gonna get no accountability. Unfortunately, the world be crazy, bro. The world's so divided too, and it just goes so many layers. There's so many layers to this. But yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this, man, like, comment, sub, all that. Stand on what you believe in.